to here.
Uncle
Good
Dennis,
morning.
good morning to you.
I'm just getting my ass set up here. Okay, I am actually on YouTube as well. I just got to find myself, which is quite sad. And then I'm going to fire off TikTok there as well. So the plan here is that basically I'm going to share my screen, leave my mic open, but I am going to turn my speakers off so I will not be able to hear anyone. So if you have questions, you can jump into either YT or you can jump over to TikTok, wherever you want to go, and ask said questions there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna literally shut my speakers off now, and start up the YouTube here. Let's see here. Oh, okay, cool. Give it another render. It said. Okay, let's try that again. Well, we'll do that in a minute. Okay. I'm working actually on two projects. I'm just going to tell you what they are. One, I'm showing off the Journal Factory, which is actually on my store that Jax really hates me talking about, but that's just tough shit for me now. And the other one is a seamless video program. If it works, the idea here is to literally be able to take any videos and seamlessly join them together, so there is no catch to it. So the human eye won't see it. The first render sucked, didn't work at all. So we will try the second one here in just a second. I just got to share my freaking screen here.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, as I said, I am now turning my speakers off. I will not be able to hear anyone, and I will be talking over people, so you just have to deal with it. See ya in a little bit. Alright. TikTok.
OBS.
Oh, he can't hear us. Y'all can talk about him again.
Yeah, he can't hear us. Nope. But I am recording. So keep that in mind.
Here. Now for the fun
I
part.
know. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Because it is such a pain in the ass. Oh, it's not available. Go away. Why it's not available? Because TikTok Studio honestly sucks. They make things too difficult to find. There we go. Continue. Yes. Go live.
Could talk to a wall.
3, 2, 1.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go. Okay. Oh, by the way, for YT, you can actually find me under Grumpy Marketing 50. Oh, don't send that.
47.
And yes, I muttered to myself a fair bit. You'll get used to it.
So yeah, I'm recording his volume and anything that we also say as well too while I'm recording the screen for him. Even though I know he's getting the recording, I need the recording so that way
You want to mute Mike?
CYA. We don't have to or nothing like that. And if we want to, we can always be throwing messages back to each other. So we're good. I don't care. I can edit out all this stuff.
I'll mute it so you have to edit less. So just say when.
Oh, I don't care. Whenever. You don't have to, though, like I said. I think it would kill his system.
That's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how, I know with the OBS, I know when you stream via YouTube with OBS, I don't know if it records it at the same time as well, too.
If everyone's coming in, I'm just sharing this live out.
I figured this way I don't have to listen on the TikTok to hear him with nothing here. So I've got a recording of just him occasionally moving around on the screen. That's no fun.
I've got to stop trying to send this
Now,
invite to my big sister.
would have been
She does
smart.
not
I would
want
have
to
put
see
it on
my
a
phone.
different screen, on a different
Not
computer.
Hey, Hannah.
That way I wouldn't have to.
By the way, this is just my grumpy sticker generator thingamabob that I made earlier.
One thing for sure, he's
Yeah,
got
this
us
one's
hopping
actually
around
up
like
on the drive
rabbits,
file.
going
And the drive
from
file
room
is
to
going to be
room.
wiped out today,
Mhm.
today, so you guys need
Yeah,
to
it's
get
the hoops.
whatever's in the drive file.
That we don't have to do all that jump.
If you haven't got the stuff yet, you need to do it now.
On
It
an
will
individual
be removed.
basis, you can mute anybody. So if you don't want to hear him, you can always mute it
There
as
we
well
go.
too. So.
Okay. Invites have been sent out. So, the reason why I just pulled this generator up is because of the fact that I need some photos for another journal just for the sheer hell of it. So let's just randomize this thing.
I'll be
We're
right back.
okay, Grumpy Duck, that works. Copy. And no, I already have CArt open. Make sure that this is, I do have to cover this up just for a second because TikTok does whine a little bit and I get enough issues from that. So, and let's just go ahead and grab a couple of things from CArt. And do not forget that I am on YT if you want to see the screen a little bit better. It is on, you'll find me under Grumpy Marketing 50, and I am also in the rabbit hole all at the same time. Yay! Mind you, I can't hear anything from that side, so. And hello, Kina, and everyone that's coming in. I'm literally going to run a few different Grumpy stickers, just again for the sheer hell of it. Copy that, and we can literally turn these into an entire journal if I want to. Very easy, very fast. But I will show you the original, how I did the original one that I actually shared, the movie and whatnot. You can use any photo, by the way, Hannah, to ask your earlier answer your earlier question. You can actually use any photo. It doesn't matter what style and whatnot. Let's see here. Oh, before I forget, I need to pop that up as well. Let's see here. I like that. Send help. That's what I kind of need. I'm going to download that one. Everything's a little slow this morning, but that's because of all the stuff that I'm actually running currently. We're going to grab that one, the little duck.
I love the lizards.
And we'll grab that one as well. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. And it's still doing the other one, so we'll see what that is. Actually, what I've done to make it a little easier for myself on the factory, which is right here. I'm just going to put that here so that you can see it a little bit better. What I did was you can actually load a folder. You can actually literally load everything to a specific folder, which I have done that. Images. Literally, when you download it, all I did was I literally made 2 folders, images and output. Well, image and out. The out is where the output's going to be. The images are basically where all my images are stored in. So if we do this, we select a folder, and it's automatically going to set up the pictures, as you can see here. And I can actually move whatever page, I can move it up, down, whatever I want. I can actually remove it, which is going to be a little easier to do here. Why does this, okay, that's weird. Normally, this does not hide that from me. So, that is very strange. Oh, I know why. Hold on a second. Let's try this the proper way here. Let's fire off the actual executable and make sure that works. Hey, Pajama Mama. Again, we're going to go load folder. Images, yep. I'm going to actually have to talk to Claude about that, because last time this was not hiding where you can actually remove these. Now, if you click the remove part, I still have to have everything kind of shoved over a little bit better. So, I've loaded already these. Hey, go. I've already loaded these folders yesterday, and these are all some of just my horse photos that I generated using one of my generators. And what we can do, and I'm going to cheat this because I'm being lazy. I do believe I actually have this on here. Let's go to here, go to downloads. Where is this here? Ah, here it is. Close that off. All right. This is just stuff that I did from my original video / journal. So all I'm going to do is just going to copy this. You can put in whatever you want where it says, you can literally just put in journal entry for this page and then click the next page. Each photo that you load will have a space for you to actually put whatever you want here. And as I said, I did this last night. I'm just using the same thing because I don't want to have to retype all this crap out again. And you just keep on clicking, keep clicking next. Oops. Grab all of it so it looks at least halfway proper. Click next. Let's see here. Grab our next one. And it is actually very fast depending on how you want to set this up. And our last page. Hey, Serenity. Hope you're doing well. And hello to everyone that is coming in either on the rabbit hole and or YT as well. Control C. And there we go. So, this is literally, thank you for the gifts. I've uploaded the photos already into one file, and the reason why I did this is just to make it a little easier. If I wanted to add more photos, I can literally just click Add Photo, and just sit there and search through wherever I have them. Or you can load an entire folder. By loading it to the entire folder, you can literally have multiple folders, have multiple journals, and it just makes it a little easier than trying to hunt through your entire list of photos on whatever drive you happen to have them being downloaded into it. So the next thing is we go to details. We just put in the name, cover image. We're just gonna browse the cover image. I'm gonna go to downloads, and let's see here. I know. There we go. We use the Pegasus one thingy. The back image. Last time I used an actual eagle, which I have somewhere stashed around here somewhere. There you are. One eagle. And then we put the output folder. That way we know exactly where it goes, which is out. And music file option, we will just grab, you can put in any music that you want, anywhere that you want. And I will grab the Eagle Realm, because that's actually nice soft music kind of thing. And journal title, business ideas, do the scary thing, author name, the Grumpy Marketer. Now, if you want, you can actually load an author photo of yourself, purely optional. Do the scary thing already. Then all we gotta do is we go to style. Now, currently it only has, so here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 standard fonts in it, but you can actually load your own font. So you can go to you can go to anywhere online and do a search for free downloads, downloaded fonts find whatever you like, and you can actually install it very easily. It'll take any kind of file that is actually font. And I do have some fonts here. And the sad thing is, I don't even remember what half the fonts look like. Because I downloaded these a long time ago. Let's just go to The Dragon is Coming. There we go. We can change the text color to whatever we want. I'm going to change this to a black. Journal text size for the video. We'll go 30. Let's go 35, just because it makes it a little easier to see. Paper color, you can literally, we'll just do parchment, but you can actually load your own background, and you can actually set the opacity to it. I won't do it this time around, but we will do it the second time around. So we'll just leave that as a parchment color paper. Then all we got to do is click on build. Make sure that you click on the embed assets. Generate, and this goes very, very quickly. And this little window will pop up, and it will turn itself back off. It is basically using an extension of Python. And once that goes away, your video is done. There we go. And it automatically opens it up. Now then, what I have to do is go to sort. And we're going to go date. This way I can find which one is the first one. The 26th. That's the one. I do believe. 26, 26. Oh, 27th. Here we go. So we have this. There is music attached to it, but I have my speakers off for a reason. Yep, nope, that's the old one. Hold on a second. That was me screwing around. And there we go. The business ideas. As you can see, the font's a little on the small side, so I can actually jack the font size up. But we have full split screen with the photo. So we have we have the photo plus the page on each of these. This makes for a very good short video. Yeah, this whole entire program is Python based. Hey Don, how you doing? So we've literally made one journal in less than 2 minutes. And this is a nice big video that we can use for our own website, Etsy, social media, whatever we want. We have an interactive HTML website that comes up. And let's just press F11 just to give the full screen. It's a little easier that way. So we have this. And we're just going to click on next page. And people can actually type whatever they want here. It will actually say save their stuff. Yeah, right now, as I said, I have no. I have my speakers turned off, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear anything or not. But they can continue to type however they want. You can play the music. You can turn the music on and off. Well, pause it or whatnot. Continue typing whatever you want to feel like typing. And as you can see, it actually acts like a flipbook. And once they're done typing, all they got to do is just keep on going next, next, next. And then they can actually export this file as a PNG. So they can actually print it out. And we open up the file. Oop, go back to here. Let's see here. Where did my... Oh, there we go. It's going to open it up. And this is what they get for the PNG. And not the PNG, but the doc file. So they can literally print this out as a hard copy and actually fill it out like that. There is no current way of adding any kind of borders. I can actually have that feature added on if you wanted to. But there is no real border that you can add to it. But we can literally add different backgrounds to the paper here. And boom. And this is, so that's the end of the PDF. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't have a border. Right now there is no option to add a border frame to it. I had not thought about that, to be perfectly honest. But this literally produces a full interactive HTML file that you can sell, give away, and whatnot. Oh, before I do that, hold on a second. I do have to do one thing here. Let's go to Browse File. Browse Folder. I am actually working on another project as well while I'm doing my live. Go to Seamless. Go to... Oh, no, I don't want Seamless. Go to here. Oh, actually, yes, I do want Seamless. My poor little brain. Not enough caffeine in it this morning. And videos. Bingo. Select the folder. There we go. Hold on one second. This whole little program that I'm currently working on, the idea here is to literally take... let's just play that one. To take a whole bunch of videos like this here. 10 seconds. And... make it so that all of these, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 7 videos that Jax was very kind enough to let me have. And we're going to join them all together. You can literally choose music video, production showcase, or lo-fi ambient kind of setup. And we're going to go to cinematic, just for the sheer hell of it. We're going to change the name to test. You have different resolutions that you can choose from. You can keep it as the source file, or you can change it to whatever you want. I keep it as the straight source file, same with the frame rate. And we're going to start that. And we'll let it render. It won't take long. This is all based off of PC. This is why it renders so fast. And so we want to do a new, let's go to, I need to find it here, create journal to video. Yep, that's the one. Okay. I have had a request to make it so that we can add borders. Let's see here. Actually, add a frame around the empty pages to make things more pretty. As you know, I don't do pretty, so I missed that one. There we go. So we will let Claude do its work. And see, this is a beautiful thing, by the way, folks. When you are vibe coding, you don't have to do the heavy lifting. Claude is literally going to do the heavy lifting for me. Oh, I'll make them 3D too. Okay, hold on. Yeah, render completed. Okay, cool. While we're waiting for Claude to do its thing, let me go to videos, desktop. Let's see here. Downloads. Actually, where in the hell is my C drive? PC, there we go. Videos, there we go. And let me find test. I know it's around there somewhere. Here we go. You're not going to hear any sound because, as I said, I have the music turned off. Everything's still hanging. See, this is the thing. When we were vibe coding, and I don't do pretty. What this is supposed to do is this is supposed to join all 8 of the files that I uploaded to the photos. I mean, to the video. It's supposed to join. I ran into this issue before, so I had to go back to Claude once this is done doing its thing. Let's see. Fair enough. Let me add a proper frame system. I'll give them a built-in style picker, simple, double, vintage, or oriental corners, plus options for custom frame image upload for people who buy fancy PNG frames on Creative Fabric or Etsy. Works in both the video and the HTML. Okay, now adding that. Okay. Someone also mentioned making it 3D. The ideas people put into my head. So we're just going to wait until it's finished doing it. As you can see, Claude is literally writing this new framework setup, which I will actually have to turn this off. But as you saw, it's very, very fast to make a video and an HTML website using this. Let's see here. Wiring the new virus. So it's literally all I got to do is just sit there and let Claude do the work for me. Now, if you want to start getting the vibe coding beyond just HTML generators, the best thing that I can tell you is to go to Gemini and start brainstorming. And just say, hey, I have this idea for an app, or say, okay, I want to start selling X, Y, and Z. What kind of app can I build, or what kind of program can I build to help me make this faster? Or how do I make it so that I can actually turn around and sell this to other people? So it's now literally applying the frame in the HTML via CSS. And it doesn't matter, by the way, it doesn't matter how crazy of an idea that you have. You can literally just go to it and say, hey, is this possible? If it's not possible, you may have to wait a couple of years for the technology to kind of catch up. Or you might have to kind of turn yourself around and figure that out. Well, that's why I put it on the blank pages, so it should actually understand that. And this could take a few minutes while it's doing it, and then I have to rerun the exe. Which reminds me, I might as well jump into there. Oh, I got to turn the seamless part off first. Boom, turn that off. There we go. We go to D. CD. I'm already in D. Yeah, you do have to be a little clear with Claude on this one, but I've been using it enough. It knows me that I don't have to worry too much about it sometimes. So CD dot dots. Actually, yes, you can find that freaking CD. There we go. Because I'll have to rebuild the executable file. Now, see, what I'm doing is literally every single program that I build, it is literally Python. And I don't do Python. I don't know shit about Python. One day I may want to learn it. I don't know, to be perfectly honest. But Claude knows Python. So I don't have to do that. What's this doing? You've hit your limit. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, hold on a second. This is why I have 2 accounts. Log out. And we will just make the changes. Log in with Google. What is happening with Claude is I was not paying attention to my usage, and I was already running pretty heavy this morning trying to get my seamless thing working. And I hit my daily limit. So we'll just switch accounts. And the only reason why I have 2 accounts is because of the fact that my original account got hit with some weird ass bug. Let's see. Here we go. Create General 2 video. And that's the one. Yeah, I know it just said I literally hit my limit there. And actually, before I do that, I hope I didn't just accidentally log into the wrong one, because I forgot to see which one I was actually sitting at. Let's go to usage. Oh, good. We're good. Oh, I'm at 51% already. And it resets on Sunday. And it's only Tuesday. Does that tell you anything? Yeah, hold on a second, Hannah. Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Okay. I had to switch account. I literally had to switch accounts. So, I need to add a 3D frame to the blank pages. That people actually write in, not on the photo side of things. There we go. Now Claude will actually have to rerun through and double check this entire file for me, because I did hit my usage on my other side, which is irritating. But the good thing is it won't take too long to rerun back through this. It literally has to go through, read everything. Well, you have, okay, that's a good idea, but you just have to, wait a minute. One feature at a time here, Hannah. Because I literally have to rerun the executable, make sure that that feature is actually working properly, and then I can add the extra, I can literally add the next one as well. But I always make sure that I get the base program running first, and then I start saying, okay, I want to add this feature, I want to add this feature, I want to add this feature, and go from there. And yes, I end up rebuilding the executable a few things. But that's okay. The executable wise, it's fast, it's easy. Once you're in Python, you know the commands, which I can never remember the commands, and that's why I tell Claude, hey, remind me how to run the executable for this. So let me find the style tab drop down and the frame section. So it's literally searching for it. It will actually build it. But when you add new features to a program, you have to be a little careful, because it could end up having a bug within itself. What's the stand-up thing, Hannah? I must have missed that part. I don't understand the stand-up part. 3D bevel case to apply to the frame. Draws 4 trapezoid faces so the frame looks genuinely raised. So we're allowing that to do that. And, oh, by the way, you can actually set Claude to bypass permissions, because if you don't, what happens is it will sit there and ask you every time it needs to make a freaking change in the folder. It will say, add one, so that it's a pain in the butt. I still don't understand what you mean you would like it to stand up. That doesn't make any sense to me, Hannah. What are you talking about standing up? Are you talking like a 3D pop-up kind of setup? Okay. Right now, work on this one. We'll work on this one, and then I will run that idea by Claude and see what Claude says to see if it can, kind of make it look more like a merchandising kind of setup. So, let's see here. Are you done? Let's see here. What changed? Okay, cool. So, remind me the command to run the prompt, to rebuild the exe. That is not the right one. Okay. Well, we'll just try it and see. Oh, yes it is. Cool. There we go. It just didn't show me the whole thing. So we're going to rebuild the EXE real quick. Might take a minute or two. And yes, I have this open up in command prompt, and for some reason, TikTok did not like when I had the prompt command open and it tagged me yesterday. Well, the whole thing, it might be kind of neat to have the whole thing sitting up as well. Just to make it feel more like a book than just a flat layout. So let's go ahead and ask. Another request is to add page numbers at the bottom. Let's put them center. Let's let the user decide on position of the page number only on the blank interactive pages. Also, is it possible to make this look more 3D overall instead of laying flat on the HTML? Well, actually, let's see here, flat on both HTML and video. Hey, prompt. Thanks for swinging in. Now, normally I try to do, the reason why I use Gemini for brainstorming is because of the fact that this does take your time of your usage on Claude. So, hey, Tab. So I will actually start my vibe coding in Gemini. Gemini is free. I'm doing good. I'm good, Tab. I hope you're doing well. But Gemini is free. So I will sit there and I will brainstorm 10, 15 minutes and literally just say, okay, this is the crazy ass idea I have in my head. Can it be done? And then I will literally start going down through with Gemini, and we'll just sit there and talk about the idea. Good to hear, Tab. So we will. Hey, Hughes, thanks for swinging in. Don't forget your daily heart meets and all that good jazz. But I start my sessions always with Gemini, and I will sit there and brainstorm for anywhere between 20 minutes to like the last one was an hour and a half, trying to get all the features that I could think of added in there, and then I told it to give me a prompt that I could take to Claude Code specifically, to have this program written out. The other step that I have recently been adding is I tell it, give me a list of at least 10 possible bugs that will that this program will hit, so Claude Code will know how to get rid of the bugs before we even run into them. Send me the idea, Hannah. And we're literally, so let's see here. Let me read the style tab and video render sections. I'll need to modify. So it is literally going to read this journal factory. While it's doing that, because I can always rebuild the exe yet again. That's easy enough. We'll go to outputs, go to journal, go to distract. Let's see here. Which one do I need? Let's see, 805. That's the one I need. We're going to copy that. Dump that into here, into my sub. Paste this. Let's see here, the 28th. Let's get rid of that one because that's the old one. Shift delete. Click yes. And boom. Let's fire this off. There we go. Alright, so we now have our journal factory again. Again, we're going to load up the folders here. And that's definitely not the right one. I want outputs, and we're going to go back to sub, go to image. We'll get rid of that one. And so we got all that. Let me just add the stuff to it again real quick, just so that we know where it is and all that good stuff. So so it actually looks decent. And actually, before I even do that, let's go to output. Stop that. Shift delete. This way I don't get myself confused on what is what. Let's see here. Oh, that was 7. Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to paste that in there. You can either click the next button or you can literally click here on any of the photos. It doesn't matter. Hey, Nandez, thanks for swinging in. As I said, I did this last night, so I just saved everything because I knew I'd end up making half a dozen of these things anyways as tests. We'll do that. Do that. And the worst thing is if I screw this up, it's no big deal. Nope, I didn't screw it up. Hey, what do you know? I'm good. Actually, better. I'll take lucky over good anytime, I guess. There we go. Now then, we're going to go to details. We want the cover letter. We'll browse. Again, come down here. We do that. We want our back image. Again, set as the eagle. There it is. Output folder. Always tell it exactly where you want to put it. That way you don't lose it. Music. Oh yes, we will add music. Mind you, you will not actually hear the music because I have my speakers off. Because right now I am both in YT as well as the rabbit hole. So, and let's see, journal name, business ideas, subtitle, do the scary thing, author name, grumpy marketer. You can actually put in your own photo if you wanted to. Do the scary thing. Now let's go to style. This is where we should be able to do this. So we have the font. And we'll just go Times New Roman instead of opening it up. We will change the font color to black, just so that it's easier to see. And let's see, journal size, we're going to go to 54, just for the sheer hell of it, because I'm blind. Parchment. We have a background image that we can put in there. We have a frame border here. So we have simple, vintage. Let's do the Oriental one. And let's see, what else options do we have? Frame color. We'll leave that. Actually, let's just change the frame color to that, just to make it stand out a little bit better. Frame thickness. Now, if you want, at the very bottom, right now we are literally building a journal using my multimedia journal factory that I just literally came up with, and we're adding actual borders to it. If you actually have your own borders, you can literally upload a photo of a border, and it will put it in there. And we're just going to click build. Oh, always make sure you embed your assets, and boom. And we will have a look and see how this actually works. This, by the way, is up on my store. It's $50. Links in bio. When you go to the link, it will take you, if you scroll down just a little bit, you will see Jax on the left-hand side, and you will see me on the right-hand side. Just click on my website, and it will take you straight to the website. And boom. That was quick. So let's see what the video looks like. There is music, but again, I have my speakers off. And voila, we have a border now. And we could actually put better borders on that with actual photos and whatnot. But this is just the standard border. This is literally just a standard border that I put on there. And it's loading it's literally showing that. So if I actually, let's do a quick search. Oh, and it actually gives you an interactive website that you can, an HTML website. Press F11 just so it goes full screen. And we go to next. Let's see if the border puts it on there. Oops, no, well, I didn't want to play the music. I wanted to go to next. And yes, it actually, ooh, that is not working right. See, this is why you double check on this thing, because the border is too thick. So if we escape, oh, actually, what the ever living fuck was that? Okay. Oh, hey, that's a neat feature. Okay. This actually bends the page. And if you click on the page, yep, there we go. Voila. It actually bends and it turns like an actual page. That's a new feature that I did not tell it to do. But the border thickness might be, oh, there we go. And it actually closes it up. So there we go. And F11 again, get out of that. So that's a new feature. You gotta love that. So what I'm gonna go and do, let's go to Google. Let's just go borders. Border, 4 pages, PNG, free. And I don't want Canva. Let's go to image. Let's grab. See if we actually have. Let's just grab that one. Let's copy that. We'll save that. Where's the save image as? And there we go. Save that. See if Claude's done. Alright, so we actually have a 3D depth upgrade on that one. Let's rebuild the exe file. But let's come back to here. Let's find where our border is, style. Let's go to here. Put that there. And that should actually, oh, I see why the thickness, that was because, the thickness was my fault. I made it too thick. You want a blue? Let's see, let's go more blue. There we go. Just out of curiosity to see what this does. So we're going to browse that. Have the thickness and all that good jazz. Let's rebuild after I get rid of these two. Let's delete that. And we will rebuild. Now, one or two things is going to happen. This is either going to work, and it's going to basically take that photo that I just got, which was right here, this photo here, and it will actually use that as the frame, or it's going to use both the standard frame and the main picture and screw things completely up. Oh, there we go. That's what I was afraid of. Hold on a second. I know what happened. Let's go to... I know why that did that. Let me find my folder right here. Go to Downloads. Go to here. And I need to open it with... Where is... Open with... There we go. Actually turn this into an actual PNG with a clear background, and that won't happen. So here's a hint: if you're going to use frames, you're going to have to make sure that it's on a transparent background. Lesson learned. It shouldn't be too hard to remove that. And let's see if this is actually done rebuilding. Okay, cool. It's done rebuilding. So let's close that off. While we're waiting for that, I can literally come in here, go back to here, go to journals, go there, and find which one it was. Yep, that was the right one. Wait a minute. No, that might not have been. Let's just rebuild that. Let's get rid of both of these. And I'll just rebuild the entire thing while we're waiting. There we go. I use Paint Shop Pro for pretty much any photo editing on that one. The color of the frame, actually, you can actually choose that already. It's literally right where it says color of frame. You can pick whatever color you want. So, let's copy this. Control A. Actually, I need to go. I don't think that's going to work. Go to Edit. Go to Copy. Go to File. New from Templates. Oh, wait a minute. I know. Image. It's been a while since I've actually had to do this. Hold on one second. I know I can do this. Layers. New rash. Well, actually, let's do it that way. New rash layer. Click OK. And let's see here. Change that to 1 so that I can move this up. And we're going to use our smart selector magic wand thingy. And I bet you anything if I do that, it's going to wipe out the whole thing. Yep, it did. It did not like that. Okay. Try the smart selector. Control D. Nope. Okay, I'm going to have to do this the hard way. That's irritating. Hey, what the ever living hell? That's smart selector. That's not what I need. I need the actual... Oh, hey. See, sometimes this can be a pain in the butt. Control D. And there we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this the hard way. This is where actually Canva comes in. This is what Canva is actually designed for, is removing the background. And right now, no, this will not work on Mac because I do not have it converted to Mac yet. But it should work. I don't see why it wouldn't work on Mac. Okay. And hey, Petra. Let's go to Great. Actually, let's see, Photo Editor, and that's the one I want. Upload. Go to Downloads. There we go. Edit that one. That's what we want. And then let's see if we can actually Magic Eraser. That's the one I want. And that's not going to let me do that how I want it. Let's try one more time. Let's see here. I do not want a background generator. I want to actually remove the background. Adjust background remover. That's the one. And we'll see what it does. Bingo. We're going to click Save. And we're going to open that one up. Yep, that was what I wanted. We already saved that. I want to download that. There we go. Let's make sure that this is an actual proper PNG, because sometimes that can be a real pain in the ass. So, oh, wait a minute. Let me make sure that, okay, cool. Let's fire this back up. Copy that. Click copy. But this will be actually, as I said, once I actually am sure that it is truly up and running, I can actually convert this to a Mac file. Just by literally having Claude jump it up to GitHub and have GitHub do all the work for me. Okay, here we go. Let's try this again, shall we? We're going to load our folder up. You can, as I said, you can literally search for individual files if you want, or you can just make a folder and stuff everything in like what I've done. And as you can see, it's found all of those. And no more challenging. I'm sorry. I'm challenged out. First, wait until we make sure everything is actually working. Then we're just going to copy all this. Go to next. go here. You all keep making me work for some reason. Maybe I just want to be lazy. You ever think of that? Which, to be perfectly honest, if I'm being blunt, doing vibe coding in some aspects is lazy because I don't know the coding. I'm picking up some Python a little bit. I'm understanding a little bit more about some of the common errors that I'm seeing. So I can actually go to Claude when I get ready to run this. I can say, okay, I've seen this, and this actual happen. So let's try to avoid all of this. But for the actual writing of Python, nope, no way in hell. So we got that one there. We go to details. Again, we're going to find our image. I'm going to be lazy. Screw it. Back cover. There we go. Output folder. You have to make, you literally every time you have to tell it where you want to put the outputs. That's why you make an extra folder. Select folder. We'll put some music on this one here. Download, find my Eagle music because that's actually kind of soothing. Journal name. Business ideas. Do the scary thing. Author. The grumpy marketer. Do it already before you make me even more grumpy. Now then, we're going to go to styles here. Let's change the font to Courier. I want black for that. Video size, we're going to crank it up to about 52. Color again on black. Oh, wait a minute, sorry. I want cancel that. I want parchment paper. Background image, we will leave that alone. Let's see here, frame style. Let's just see if that one little frame, that one little thing actually is a PNG, like I'm hoping it is. Yep, PNG with a transparent background. Frame thickness, we'll leave that at 4, just out of sheer curiosity. Let's build this, and boom. As you can see, I can build multiple journals very, very quickly. I can literally sell the HTML file. I can load the HTML file to my own community on Brandly, or if you have a school community, you could load it up there and lock them down. And outputs. So let's see, the 28th. Here we go. 801. Yep. Okay, these are the proper ones. So let's just click on that one first. And we'll check the video out. So here's the cover. And voila, it actually did do that a little bit better. But the thing is, it's overwriting the text. This is an actual bug. So what I can do is grab a screenshot. And let's check and see if it's doing the same thing here. F11. Click that. Yep. Okay, it is doing that. Oh, I do like that folding aspect there. That is kind of a neat trick. So that does give it a very much of a kind of book feel to it. And you can turn the music on and off. Or you should be able to. Yes, you can, but that's actually... Ooh, that should not actually be going dark like that. Well, this is the best as you're going to get on stand-up wise. Then it actually closes. So there we go. But I need to go to Claude and say, okay. Okay, the frames work kind of. As you can see, though, it covers the text, whereas the text should actually be more in the middle of the frame, or at least inside the frame. Thank you for the gifts. So see, this is vibe coding. You're literally going to hit issues. And the only thing you can do is once you hit those issues is grab a screenshot and say, okay, this is what's happening. And sometimes you don't even have to tell it what's happening. If it throws up an error, I just print screen it and just press enter and it will read the actual error. And we let Claude do its thing. Which takes, a few minutes. Go ahead, Hannah, and I will tell you to bugger off. I will see if I can do it. What's the challenge? But mind you, before I do anything extra, I want to make sure that the bugs are worked out of. Again, this is the process that we go through when we're vibe coding apps. This is actually a program. This isn't a full app. This is an actual program. But this is the steps that you go through. Now go ahead and tell me, Hannah, while Claude's doing his thing, the very first thing that you really want to do, again, go to Gemini and say, okay, I have this idea. How do first off, can I do this idea? Can the computer do this idea? And if it can, how do we actually start doing this? Let's see. Hold on a second. The frame is rendering at on top of the right. Which only has its default padding, so the corner ornaments cover the text. The fix is to compute how far the frame intrudes and push the content insert to match. Plus, add a user slider for your custom PNGs where we can't auto calculate the onset. Let's see here. Let's read the content. Good. Now I have the thing. Fixing the rows. Here we go. Fix the row numbers for the page numbers. I didn't even realize that they actually had the page numbers. Style. Let's see here. Flat opacity. Background darkness. Yep. Frames. I don't actually see. Yeah. Photos. Page 1 of 7. Yep. Style. Color. Presets. That actually doesn't have that in there. I will have to tell Claude that. Let's see, replacing the hard coding. So Claude is literally doing its thing. But if you wanted to see it back on the screen, this is what it currently looks like. Let me back up. Can I actually back up? Yeah, I should be able to back up. There we go. It doesn't matter which page you click on it. So I can go forward or back. So it does give it a nice little page there, but there are no page numbers. Oh, yes, there are. It's way down at the bottom, very fucking small. So the blind man can't see it. So we will have to have that adjusted as well. So we have the fixed layers. Okay, we have that. Okay, one more thing to add. The page number. You can't choose where you want it, and it's a bit small, so I want to be able to choose the font size as well. There we go. And what I try to do is I try to pay a little bit better attention, and I tend to do this a little bit better than when I'm on live. But I will literally, thanks for liking the live, Petra, and don't forget I am on YT. I try to get all the ideas that I have out first before I start building. This way it just cuts down on my usage because we're probably getting close. Let me see where our usage is at. If we go here, go to settings, and go to usage. Oh no, I'm good. I'm at 22%. So that's good. Thank you for the gifts, Tanya. I thought you might have forgotten Petra. It looks like everyone else is forgetting as well, but that's okay. You can find me on YT on Grumpy Marketing 50. Makes it a little easier to see the screen. And I'm also in the rabbit hole too. So I have 3 places that I'm currently broadcasting to. And we're updating that. And right now we're literally working on the on the journal factory. And we have this nice little way of making it look like it's flipping. It's very cool that I can actually control either way. I appreciate the gifts, Tanya. And by the way, the Journal Factory is actually up on my store. It's $50. You will find the link in bio. This literally makes journals way easier to make. And right now we are correcting this lovely annoying issue, whereas the text, our border is literally overwriting the text. So the idea here is to literally be able to shove all this down in the center. And it's still editing. Okay, cool. So we will actually have control over the writing number pages, also being able to actually position the numbers wherever you want them to be. So we'll see how well this goes. Let me show you while we're just sitting here. And, I don't like sitting still, as you may have guessed. Let's go to Gemini. And what we're going to do is find my brainstorming idea here. I'm just going to show you. I literally start off with an idea, and I'm just using this one particular chat for branding. And literally, I just tell it old school what I'm thinking. Let me go back up to here. Where did I go? Oh, here we go. So it literally will ask you questions on what you want to do. And I literally told it, I want a GUI, which is basically so the user interface, so people don't have to use command prompt, because most people don't know what PowerShell or command prompt is, and they don't want to deal with it. So it gives me, I literally asked it to give me an entire code that I can, an entire prompt that I can grab and copy and drop into Claude Code. So this is what I literally just dropped into it. And this is just for the seamless production house, which is, the whole idea behind that one is to make it so that the videos are all seamless, so that you don't see any kind of like little glitch or anything. Right now, it's not working, but I will get it to work. Let's see here. Are you finished doing your thing? Nope, it's still editing. And you can actually hit the down button if you want to see on the error, if you actually want to watch it work. I particularly do not want to watch it work. So we literally have, and as you can see, it literally gave me 15 bugs, 15 potential packaging bugs, so that Claude knows what to look out for and to kind of squish before they actually happen. This is something new that I just started doing. Because honestly, normally, when you run a program for the very first time, it doesn't work because Claude has had a few bugs already put into it. Or if you're using Gemini to program with, it will have bugs as well. So if you actually start off the bat with a list of potential bugs, it's going to know how to do this. What do I tell it? What I tell it is literally this. Hold on a second. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to come up with another idea here. Let me just move this here. All right. New business idea. I want to make, let's see, what do we want to make? Actually, seeing how I don't have a new business idea, let's just have Gemini give us some. Give me 10 ideas for pod. Actually, let's go for journals, for journal making that I have not thought of yet, that we can turn into a full EXE program. So it's going to give me 10 ideas. If I like the ideas, I'm going to run with it. And if I don't, I'm just going to say, give me another 5, give me another 10. So let's see here. The Memory Leak Legacy Journal. Instead of just photos, this program creates a digital time capsule. The twist, it generates a journal with QR codes on every page. When scanned, the QR code plays the moving model video or a voice memo from that specific day. That might be interesting. Mind you, I don't know shit about QR codes. The program in EXE that automates the QR generation and page layout so the user just drops in a video and a photo. The Grumpy Marketer's Campaign Post-Mortem. Professional journal for solopreneurs to track failed and successful ads. The twist, it includes a logic check page where the user must write why they think an ad failed before seeing the data. That's mean. I like that. Let's see here. The program, a tool that improves CSV data from Facebook, Google Ads, and generates, you can do the same thing for TikTok ads. Generates a physical PDF journal for an analog analyst. The Dream, a Lucid Dream Kit. The twist, it uses a reality check watermark on every page that changes slightly. The program generates these subtle glitches and page design to train the brain. Generates random glitch art backgrounds and structured dreaming. That would be a pain in the ass. The Ancestral Narrative, Family Tree Storybook, a bridge between a genealogy report and a scrapbook. And see, the program takes names and dates from a family tree and generates historical content prompts. In 1942, when your great-grandfather was 20, this was the top song. Program, a history scraper, legal public domain only, that textures the journal with news clippings from the... that's not too bad. From the birth year, if they can find it. Inventory and Ink, Tattoo Journal. Includes a faded tracker. Every 12 months, the collector takes a photo to see how the ink is aging against a color-collaborated card generated by the program. Might be interesting. The Chefs, for people who tweak recipes until they're perfect. It's organized like a science lab book version, whatever, tracks one change over per bake. The program. The Shadow Work Mirror Journal. The twist, every second page is printed in reverse. Mirror script. To read the reflection prompts, the user has to hold the journal to a mirror. How to fuck with people? How to fuck with your target market? The gamers. This might be kind of cool. For competitive gamers who need to track boss patterns and builds. It includes death maps, a grid where the user marks where they died and what move the boss used. That might be kind of cool. Let's just go with number 8, just for the sheer hell of it. Wait a minute. The Sind Psychology Romance Workbook. There you go. Since you have a pen name and a brand for this, why not a companion journal? A character chemistry tracker. Readers use the journal to solve the mystery of the books that they read. That actually script. Let's do this one. Let's go this number 10. And yes, I actually have a pen name called Sind. For a book that I am currently writing using my book factory, which will be released soon. Once it means once I get off my ass and finish it up. Let's go with number 10. Give me... Let's see here. Let's flesh this idea out a bit more. And this is how you're going to brainstorm this. You're just literally, if you don't have an idea of what you want to do, you're just going to go to Gemini and say, hey, give me 10 business ideas. Load your brand Bible up and say, give me 10 business ideas so that I can actually turn this into a program. And then we have the core program logic. Key models, the red flag, green flag, radar. A visual slider system. After a scene with a love interest, the reader rates the interaction. So let's see, a technical twist. The program calculates a toxicity score versus chemistry score and plots it on a graph that grows as the user reads more chapters. The suspect profile, the mirror profile, 10 feature ideas. So we have literally 10 different feature ideas. The Sind branding and aesthetics, the Sind Claude prompt. So here we go. It's literally starting to give me the prompt. that I could copy and paste this. So what we're going to do, our next thing is, I'm just going to pretend that I'm actually going to build this. So what I'm going to just say is, okay, I love all the features. So let's write, I'll spell right, do the right one, write out a proper Claude Code prompt for this exe program, and include a list of 15 potential bugs for Claude to squish before they even happen. Boom. And this is the prompt right there. And it's literally going to give me an entire, here we go. This is a brilliant pivot by linking your software skills to your SYND pen name. You're creating an ecosystem for your readers. This isn't just a book, it's an interactive psychological experience, yada, yada, yada. And right here, this is the prompt. I would literally copy the SYND reader experience prompt. And I would literally copy all this, as you can see, 15 potential bugs. And one final marketing tip for SYND. You could add a heart rate monitor simulator. There we go. So I would literally copy all of that right there and literally dump it into Claude. Now, before I have Claude actually write the program, the very last part of this is ask me any questions that you have before you start programming. This way, Claude can clarify any ideas that you've given it, because sometimes it's even this prompt might not be enough to get everything out, or it might be a little confused. So it'll say, "Hey, here's 5 questions. Answer all 5 to the best of your ability, and then I'll start building." And this way, you get a better chance of having your actual program work right off the bat. Or at least less bugs that you have to deal with. Let's see here. Are you done? What? Why did it stop responding? Why? All right. Why did you stop responding? There we go. Could have been because I moved over and did something stupid. That could have well been my fault. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Here's the latest edition, swapping the hard... Okay. There we go. So it is actually running now. But literally, every time I go to start building any of these programs, I am starting off in Gemini. And I'm brainstorming with Gemini. I'm going to say, hey, I have this weird-ass idea. Can we actually do this? It's like with the video seaming program that I'm currently having Claude work on for me. I'm literally saying, okay, is this possible? That's my very first question, is can I actually do this? Like, I want one idea that I'm going to add to the video seamless generator is in a way of that I can actually add photos, add some music, and it will basically turn it into a slideshow for me, so that I don't have to go to Canva and mess around with Canva to do all that. And I even asked it if I could make videos, turn an actual program that uses my computer to make the videos like what Grok does and whatnot. And it literally said, yes, it is possible, but instead of doing this the hard and stupid way, do it the easy way. Start using Comfy UI. It's already programmed to do it. So why reinvent the wheel when you don't have to? Rebuild the exe. All right. Did I actually get rid of everything? Output. Let's get rid of all this here. Delete that. Go back to journal here. We're going to delete that one as well. And we shall rebuild our executable file. Boom. And in reality, what happens is this doesn't just magically happen overnight. It doesn't happen, within the first 5 minutes, boom, you have this really fancy program that you can sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars. The reality base of vibe coding is, one, it is honestly a headache because you will get frustrated with this. It's why I have not finished processing the entire generator factory suite into an Apple program because I keep running into issues. You can ask Val about that because she's been gracious enough to help me with that. And it was to the point where I wanted to chuck my monitor through the window. So it's like, maybe I need to take a break from that. And then I got another idea, so I'm kind of letting myself cool off a little bit before I jump back in and saying, okay, Apple is having this issue. Let's fix this issue. Resend it back to freaking GitHub. Let GitHub do the its magical voodoo thing. And convert all that. So don't ask me that, because to me it's freaking voodoo. But hey, do that voodoo that you do so well, I say. Copy that. Let's go back into my subfolder there. Delete that. I am performing witchcraft most days. Oh, of course you can't do that, because I don't have that closed off. There we go. Let's try that again. But the book factory, to be perfectly honest, if it works like I want it to, and it seems to be actually working rather well, I'm going to release a spicy TikTok novel that is written 100% by AI, with me kind of doing a little bit of modifying here and there. And if it actually truly works, so-called real authors are going to have pitchforks, and they're going to chase me around the place. Because, oh my God, heaven forbid that I don't go through all the entire process of actually taking my time to write a freaking book when I don't have time to write a book. I have ideas, mind you, but I don't want to have to sit there and write an entire book when I can literally use a combination of Google Cloud's API, Claude's API, and Grok's API. And I use Grok for the naughty bits that Claude does not like to do. But other than that, I let Claude do most of the writing, because Claude's just a little bit of a better writer. Whereas Grok will get downright dirty, which is for TikTok, for Book Talk. That's what you need. We're talking full adult scenes. I'm not going to go into details because that will definitely get my ass kicked off of TikTok, and maybe even YT. At least in the rabbit hole, I don't have to worry about that. And if you guys are not part of the rabbit hole, what the hell are you waiting for? Link is in my bio for that. It's a great community. I share crap in there. Other people share their stuff. We learn from each other. And it's a hell of a lot easier to see screens. Alright. We have that. We want the cover image. Again, I'm just going to cheat this. I'm just going to grab whatever freaking thing my thing there. So your output folder. Again, go to sub, go to out. There we go. Music. I don't even know why I'm doing the music when I can't hear the music, but that's okay. Because I need to make sure everything's working. That's why. Title. Business. Ideas. Do the scary thing. Author name. Grumpy Marketer. Do the scary thing. Alright, here we go. Now then, let's change the fonts. Let's actually put a custom font in. Go to image, go back to D. And this will literally load any font that you have. And there are a lot of great places to go to find different fonts and whatnot. And again, some of these fonts, in all honesty, I don't remember what the ever living hell they look like, or why I downloaded them in the first place. Font files, there we go. And we want to do a black text on that. Video text size, we'll go 60, we'll go 57. parchment color. I'm not doing a background on that one, but we do want to do the border. Okay, let's custom frame. Oh, actually that screwed this up. As you can see, the custom frame part does not, this does not offer a scroll. What misspellings? I would never misspell anything. That's the best I can get. So we need to grab a screenshot, and we're going to go to Claude and say, hey, there's a glitch. All right. There's a bug in the UI. As you can see, I can't scroll down now, even having it fully opened. And I can't add the custom frame. Custom frame. Nor can I adjust the page numbers because it's too far down. And that is definitely a bug within the UI system. And by the way, I don't do warm and fuzzy. Let's see. The style tab needs a scrollable canvas. It's just a plain frame. Well, that's what I just told you. So anything below the window height is unreadable. That's yeah. So we're going to close that off, and we'll try again in a few minutes. Let's see here. I'm going to get rid of this file because I don't need that open. We're going to delete that. And we go back to Journal. Go here. Delete this. Just to save me from getting confused. And this part shouldn't actually take too long. What is with between you, Hannah, and everyone else that keeps giving me ideas? Y'all a bunch of slave drivers, I tell you. Send me into the place that we normally send our ideas to, Jax. Women. You're all going to be the death of me. You know that, right? Yeah, you can see. You should be able to see the T-Rex. There it is. There you go. Between my wife's honey-do list, Hannah saying, "Ooh, I have another challenge." Which, Hannah, I'm still waiting for that other challenge, by the way. Let's see here. So, now the scroll. Okay. Let's rebuild the exe. There we go. But yes, between the honey-do list and Val, do not help them. Don't tell them where they can send the ideas. Because I know you all. If Jax puts that in, Jax, don't even think about doing that. I know exactly what Jax is thinking about. She's going to put another rabbit hole there of, let's make Dennis work. Because you know I can't help myself. Damn it, woman. See what I mean? This is what I mean. Do you people see what I put up with? I have witnesses. Somehow I don't think you're all on my side, though. Okay. Let's copy that. And we're going to go back into the journal. Dump it back here where it belongs. Paste. And boom. We'll let that start itself up. Oh, I can actually... Oh, there we go. Okay, we go back through this entire rigmarole of finding the right file and all that good jazz. Images. Boom. This is why I've actually put them all into an image thing. And I purposely leave that one that I want to get rid of. I'm leaving that on purpose. Hey, Val. Design. So, all we're going to do, again, just come right back up here because this is just the same text that I used last time. I don't have to put text in there. I could just leave it blank if I want to, but I don't want to do that. Let's make something at least semi-proper. And this way we can test out for any and all bugs. And go from there. Wrong button. Wrong button, right button. Grab more. Oop, too far. Thank you. But the main reason why I left that one photo in that I do not use in the journal is just to make sure that I can delete them. Right now, you can actually move the page up. You can move the page down. So if you don't like, you want one image in a different page, you can easily change that just by pressing up and down on there. Jax. Okay. Details, of course, we need the image. I'm just going to literally, it doesn't matter what image I'm going to grab for this. There we go. Output folder, of course, needs to be in the output so that I know exactly where it goes. Music option, we will add some music to it. Go to downloads. Put the eagle thing in there. Journal title, yeah. Yes. Yep. And yep. Because I'm not typing all that crap in again. Okay, here we go. We now have, we'll just do Times New Roman. I want black for the text. Let's crank that to 60 there. Go to parchment. We leave that because I don't want to do the background color right now. Frame style. Let's see, we can upload our little cute little frame there that we got. Let's see, your frame thickness, we'll go with a 3. So, frame content padding. Enter 0 is auto. Increase for larger PNG content. So, let's just go with 16 just to see what happens. We now have a full control. Let me move my screen so you can see that a little bit better. We have full control over where we can put the thing. We got bottom left, bottom center, bottom right, top left, right. Let's go bottom center. And we can actually do the file size. There we go. And let's just click that and generate. And this is fast. Yeah, I can do that. I will probably end this about 9 o'clock, which is about a half hour, and that'll give us about a half hour or so. So we're now, let's see here. Error. Okay, see, this is what I mean. I added something extra, and we have an error now. So 7 photos building HTML, factory line, and it actually gave us the actual line. So that's cool. That's actually good. We're going to print screen. Now, this is what I mean by me not have to type anything. All I have to do is paste the screenshot, and boom. And Claude Code is going to read that code, and it's going to say, oh, crap, a bug has happened, and it will fix the bug for me. Hey, Jim. But normally speaking, without the bug, this is actually very, very fast. So we're going to have to close that off again. Let's see here. Clear bug. Frame. Yep. Confirmed. Is that frame style isn't assigned until line 676. Symbol fix. Move the frame variable definition above the inserted calculation. So there we go. According to Claude, it is a easy thing to fix. To me, Claude is performing witchcraft right now. Now, someone that, again, I'm going to say this right here now. Everyone is always saying, oh, vibe coding is going to be removing, it's going to take jobs. AI is going to be taking everyone's jobs. What are we going to do? Woe is me. That's a bunch of bullshit, folks. Again, if you have some understanding of a skill, the AI is not going to replace you. It's going to make your skill even better because you can guide the AI using your skill. As a good example that I always use now is, say that I know someone from Anthropic that is a senior programmer. If we were to run the same prompt, same rig, the whole 9 yards, the Anthropic senior programmer will be done with less bugs and less renditions than what I, who have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, will do. No, there isn't, Hannah. You would literally have to go back and rebuild. You would literally have to add another photo to add another page. But I will say this much, though. The vibe coding wise, we'll get rid of junior developers, the ones that are shit at their job. So that this way, I don't have to pay somebody, $3,000-$4,000 to build me a program that I want. I mean, just as an example, take the generator suite, the entire factory. There's 16 factories right now. If I were to have somebody actually pay somebody to actually write all of these using Python and everything else, that would probably cost me, I would honestly say between 10 to 20K. No, Hannah, you cannot see a preview of the journal book. That one I'm going to say no to. Because of the fact that that's going to add unnecessary crap to in all honesty, it would add unnecessary crap to the program, slow your computer down. It's faster to just build it and look at it. If it looks like crap, it's no big deal. You literally just keep the program open. You go back and you make your adjustments and rerun it. Because literally running this entire journal is only going to be a minute or two. You saw how fast it was. I could actually probably add even more pages and it would still be fast. Okay, are you still building? Yes, you're still building. Yep, it's still building. Okay. Yeah, I could actually add a place for new page, blank pages if they want. I see where you're going with that. That way you don't have to have photos. You could just have straight blank pages and they could download the PDF. It would have the framework on it and all that other stuff. So I can see the point in that. But the preview, to be perfectly honest, no. I'm not going to do that. Previews just take up too much space, take up too much hardware space, runtime wise, and it just bloats the software. And with how fast this builds, I honestly feel that the preview isn't needed. Let's see here. Give it another build. Okay, cool. Let's rebuild. Rebuild the program. Oops, before I do that, I need to get rid of the other one. Let's see here. Let's delete this. I'm just doing this so that I don't get myself confused. Delete this. And now we rebuild. Well, that too, it can be edited very quickly into Canva if you so desire to do this and do it that way. And the whole idea behind this is literally to give everybody an interactive web page that you can then turn into a PDF. The user can do that. That way you're not selling an entire PDF. You're actually selling something a little bit better than a PDF. Okay, there we go. Rebuild is done. Let's copy that. Copy. Go back here, go to my subfolder, paste that in there. That too. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. Load folders. Image. We have that one. Make sure I can delete that. Yep, I can. And as you can see, I can move this photo up. So it's now That's very easy to move. That's what we wanted to see. Go back to our little copy and paste thing here. We'll just do this in reverse. Just because I can. I still kind of like that, making your user, force your user to actually use a mirror just so they can read the text backwards. Well, the right way. As I said, I'm an evil bastard some days. And that wasn't even my idea. That was Gemini's idea. For quote-unquote shadow work. But let's give people a headache. Why? Because it can be fun sometimes. Alright, there we go. Grab the... Doesn't matter. We'll just grab that one. That has nothing to do with the horses, but that's okay. Output folder. Again, sub. And we go to out. Music. Just to doubly make sure that there's no bugs when it comes to installing the music. Optional journal title. Yeah. Just because it's forcing me to put in stuff here. And I'm tired of typing. Again, we'll go change that. We'll jump the font size up so we can actually see a little bit better. We'll go black, parchment on that. And let's see here. Frame, okay, yep. We're actually going to click browse, put that frame in there. I wonder if I can do like a 3D bevel just out of curiosity to see if that overpowers it like it should. Frame padding, we'll go with the 26 or 25 frame just to see. Bottom center. There we go. Let's build this. Oops. Make sure that you click embed assets. Yeah, you can in just a second. I will move the camera back over. But that actually hasn't changed. There we go. Voila. Okay. Let's see what the photo, the video does. Okay. Here's the video. And yeah, it actually pushed the text in a little bit more, so I would actually have to play with the font squishing part. So let's just close that off. Let's check to see how that actually worked. Okay, we still not quite there. Jax, can you actually hear the music? As I said, I've got my speaker turned off, so.
Yes.
Oh, okay, as long as no one's talking. Let's see here. And see, this part here, I also had to tell it about. There we go. That's the music. So we need to go back into here. Let's just try this first. Let's go back to the styles. And let's change the padding. If we put it at 0, it's supposed to be auto. Increase for large. Let's just double increase the shit out of that. 87. Alright, we're going to rebuild this. But as you can see, we literally have a ton of different things. I don't have another board. I just downloaded that one and I don't want to have to go back to Canva to change it to a PNG. Alright. Let's close that off. Ah, there we go. Woohoo! That works. So as you can see, we have that. Let's see if the video actually matches. There it is. Yep, cool. As you can see, the text is right back where it needs to be. This is great for social media. And the music is AI. So there we go. We now have something that is actually, and as you can see, we have full, this will actually act like a book with the corner turned down and everything. And it rolls it over. And if I wanted to go back, I can easily go back. Voila. So you can make a ton of journals very, 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 very quickly. All based on whatever you want to do. It's fully interactive. So people can just type whatever they want. Blah, 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 blah. You can download it as a PNG, which I actually have to grab that. Okay. One last bug to fix out. This does the video straight up, Anna. Now, I am working on another program that is going to seamlessly take 10-second videos or however long a video you have. And the idea here is to take one video, stitch it together with the other one, but make it look seamless. And if it works right, and right now it's not working properly, this will be a lot faster, and it won't look like, you know how when you stitch things together, there's kind of that little bit of a glitch movement. The idea is to take care of that glitch movement so the eye does not see it. So it looks like it's one seamless video. No matter how many videos that you combine, it should all make one long, decent looking video with attached music. So let's see here. So we're going to do that. One last issue. As you can see, you can't really see the controls on the HTML website. Mind you, I love the way it turns the pages. We leave that as it is. But the colors for the controls of downloading as a PNG, turning the music on, off, that stuff needs to be kept bright enough that it can be seen. There we go. That's as lined up as you're getting, Hannah. On an HTML website, this is as lined up as you're getting. And to be perfectly honest, on this tiny ass screen, it's hard to see. If you jump over to YT or if you are in the rabbit hole, you'll see the whole screen. So everything actually does line up. And I forgot to change the. I didn't put in the page numbers, but that's okay. That's no big deal. But as you can see, this actually folds nice. This is actually a very cool feature that I did not tell it to add. It just added it when we did the 3D thing. So everything literally it all does line up perfectly. You can see the photos really well. You do have to hit F11 to actually go full screen. And boom, we now have No, it doesn't cut off it doesn't cut the margins off anywhere. It's literally dead center. The entire page is dead center of the screen. Yeah, the back cover is nothing special because I didn't do anything special with it. Boom. That's the back. That's what the back cover looks like. And it'll have the author there, about us, and if you add an extra picture, the picture's going to be there. I don't have a picture of me. I don't want to put a picture of me up there, so I ain't doing that. Oops, F11, close that off. Let's see. Okay. Let me fix the controls. Okay, the buttons are dark brown. Yep. On a near black, which is, yep, they basically disappear. All good. Here's what's changed. Buttons, dark brown. New color, amber, teal, blue, purple. That should look nice. Before I do that, let me get rid of the old files. Oops, I got to close that off first before I try to get rid of anything. Otherwise, it'll say it's still in use. You cannot delete it, moron. Don't do that. And we go to here. Get rid of this page, this one. Delete. And we will run the exe once again. Not on the photos, no. I'm not having that either because I don't want the photos to be covered up. This is all. There's literally all text will be on the right hand side. The photos itself are going to be on the left hand side, with no text on it other than the front cover, which does have the name of the book and all that good jazz. So we can now literally, with this journal factory, you can literally turn and burn generators journals very, very, very quickly. As you saw, it does not take long to set it up. Build time for this, I am going to say 4 hours, all total, to actually have this program up to where people are happy with it. Where and more importantly, I am happy with it. There we go. Let's load folders up. Let's go output. Oops, nope, sorry, images. There we go. And this time what I'm going to do is I'm just not going to add anything onto that. We're just going to leave that as is. Cover image. We'll just grab different photos again. Output folder. Go to sub, go to out. And then we're going to kick on some music. Music. Where is the music at? Again, use the Eagle one just because it's actually nice music and whatnot. So, title, marketing. Grumpy. Me. Whatever. Okay. Let's go to Times Roman. Jack the file size up so that we can actually see it. We'll go black on that one. You know I better try this image here. Let's do that. We want to do, let's see here. So your lower makes it more see-through, so we're going to do that. We'll drop that down to a 40. Background darkness, basically increase the contrast so that we can see what it looks like. Flat color, lower is more transparent. We'll drop that down there. Let's just do one of these other frames. We'll go vintage. And we'll go navy, color-wise, frame thickness, there we go. We'll leave that at 0. We will add to bottom center. Check the size up. And let's build. Yeah. Actually, it will actually be blank, and that's what I'm doing right now, and I'll show you. I didn't put any text on it whatsoever. The only thing that it's going to do is it will put the text on the front cover. And, I forgot to delete those damn things. So, which one was it? Oh, here it is. Let's go to Flipbooks. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, that's the wrong one. See, this is why I normally delete all this crap. So let's do that again. Let's just, assets. That's the other thing I forgot to do. So we're going to go, let's just delete all of that. Click yes. We're going to go back to rebuild because I did forget to do that. Where's my rebuild? There we go. As I said, embed your assets. Don't leave the assets out. Otherwise, it's going to put it into a folder. So we're going to rebuild all of that. Now, you can actually make it to where you don't have to do, if you don't want to do the video, you don't have to do the video. Just literally unclick the box. Or if you just want to do the video, unclick the HTML asset. Okay, there we go. Let's pop this open. There's the video. You can't see the text still. Alright, see? Voila. It leaves blank lines and whatnot. You can actually see the lines. So the background actually works, so you can actually add a background onto it. So that's the video. What the hell? Now then, where is the page? There it is. Voila. Alright, let's go to F11 so that we can actually see the whole thing. And there we go. That's better. You can actually see the controls now. So we just click on the left side and voila. And if we want, we can just start typing. Hello. Hello. As you can see, we can actually change you can type up there, fully blank page. So you can literally have this as a blank, whatever you want. You can actually control the background layer however you want. And you're good to go. So there we go. We now have a fully operational and very nice looking journal that we can actually sell. You sell the HTML file, and if you want to, you can print it out as a PDF. And that's the back page right there. So overall, very, very fast, very quick build for a straight HTML website. So this way you now, instead of having just a hard-coded journal, which you could print out if you want to do self-publishing, but instead of just giving a PDF, just random PDF file, and say, hey, go print this out on your printer, you now can give them that website and say, hey, this is yours. This is going to be stored on your computer. No one else sees it. It becomes your own personal journal. You can have full interaction. It will actually save. You can actually save things so you can keep adding to it if you want. Delete what you want. Save it, and it will actually remember where you left off. Because it holds all that information in the data. And if you click save, it will also it will dump everything into a text file. So that program is literally on my store right now. It is $50 to make a bunch of very, very quick journals that you can easily sell for $20, $30. And what you would do, to say like you, as an example, you have this on Etsy. You're going to have you literally take a couple of screenshots, load those photos up onto Etsy, write a thank you letter in Canva. You would include the link to the actual HTML website. Or if you actually wanted to host them, you can do that. or you can put these HTML generators, sorry, generators on my brain. You can put the HTML web page on the Google Docs, give them the thank you letter in Etsy, and it has a little link into that will take it straight to your Google Drive file or whatever cloud service that you're using, so that they can automatically download it. And once they download it, they're just going to double click on it, and boom, opens it up in Edge or Chrome, whatever it is their main setup. So now, one last thing to do for Claude, and then I'm actually going to end this one. I need you to now send this to GitHub, so that GitHub will turn this program into a program that Mac users can use. We'll see how hard that is. And Git is already installed on my computer, so I don't have to worry about any of that crap. So I appreciate y'all hanging with me. And Val, expect another program here. Probably about 5-10 minutes. This is the cool thing is if it runs properly, GitHub actually transforms a Windows program into an Apple computer in under 5 minutes. Oh, I won't. I'm going to literally load that up to my Google Drive, and I'm going to load up the latest drive to my web store. As I said, this program here is literally up on my store. It's $50, and it will actually be for both Windows and Apple if it works. So, and I appreciate you testing it out for me, though. Thank you for the heartbeats. Thank you for the gifts. But I am ending this live, and I'm going to remember to do this on freaking